anybody put numerals for 12?
Oh, yes.
Should be written out. Yeah.
Why?
Because it looks better.
Is there another reason why?
No, you know, the rule is 1 through 10 written out all the time. But I don't know, just looking at it, when I just looked at the number 12, I mean, I don't think it'd be an error, but I think it looks better. But I don't think there's a rule.
Even for the jury charge too, it looks better.
Huh?
It would look weird as a jury charge and has a number in the
Yeah.
first sentence.
Why is the second paragraph? Why is that a paragraph? These opening remarks are given to you, given to help you.
Review. Well, because he's talking about remarks that might be helpful, and then he starts with the opening remarks.
I just put that paragraph with the first paragraph.
You know, that's fine. Yeah.
I'm not about a paragraphing, so I'm trying
Yeah,
to...
don't, paragraphs, I don't really think there's any rhyme or reason unless it's something like enumerated, like, and these are the rules you should follow. The first rule is da-da-da-da-da, new paragraph. The second rule is da-da-da-da-da. See, it does start with opening remarks and then certain steps. And then after the opening statement, they go into the evidence phase. And you notice Ms. Lee and Mr. Ross are surrounded by commas. The district attorney, Ms. Lee, so attorney, Ms. Lee, and then the attorney for the defendant, Mr. Ross, surrounded by commas. Anything on this first page? Estella, you didn't nod.
I didn't.
What is that word that's... Oh, in chief. Okay. So, talks about the opening statement, and then the state will produce their evidence, and then the defendant may present evidence. So it's just kind of going over what's going to be happening. Did you guys like this jury charge?
I used to love jury charge.
I hate jury charge.
Really? Well, if you become a freelance court reporter, you'll never have to write one.
Well, I'm sure once I
Yeah,
get it down, I like it. But, you know, the way it's... I'm forgetting all my briefs and...
For jury charge, there's like so many good briefs. I have to go back and...
Well, and since we don't do that in my application, it's like, they stuck everything in my application, I sent all that. And we don't do jury charge. It's like, I'd rather just go home with those fees than go home with a jury charge.
go home and practice on the wiki, there's a lot of jury charge.
But, and I do, but in my dictation, I soak everything up. I'm a sponge in that. I don't know why. I just soak it up. I focus, I focus, yeah.
Anything else on this page? Still working on it? Does anybody go past this page? Let's see, 25 would be, all right, is there anybody at 120? Jury? Okay. You ready for me to change this page? And you know, once you start hearing these jury charges a lot, they'll start flowing for you. And then you go out and report, and you'll never even jury charge again. Is that it? So let's go to lit next. Good lit.
Did so good, like the first paragraph. Starting this now.
See, I thought this was easier to return.
It was. I should have asked this.
Yeah, this is a good one. Lots of ands in here, though. And these days, it's okay to start a sentence with and. Nobody has questions? Pretty straightforward. hands in here. And also commas here around Mr. Lee Dale. Just repeating who the defendant is. No questions? I'm not gonna turn it over.
Would you always put commas around a name, like the defendant, Mr. Lee Dale?
Yes.
That's what we were talking about earlier.
I thought there was a rule in our English book where there's sometimes you don't.
All I know is if if it's a repeat, like he would bring Mr. Lee Dale to the witness stand, or he would bring the defendant. They're both the same. The defendant is Mr. Lee Dale. So you would separate it with commas because it's.
Because in the Q&A there was something in there that was just like that.
Okay, well.
And I didn't put commas around it because I thought there was a rule where if it's like multiple, like if you have more than one friend and you said my friend, comma, Joe Camp, comma, you.
Is your friend Joe Camp?
I'll have to find the rule and I'll show you.
Okay.
Because it's somewhere, I know it's in there.
Ready, Scott? Everybody ready? Next page. And notice this semicolon here. Probably there because this is such a long statement. Is that it on jury? Fine, Ms. Joe? Literary, it looks like. Notice the comma here, comma here. Oh, you're talking about,
Right there.
yeah. Should have the commas.
They kind of front.
But I still ask.
Yeah.
I just want to know for next time.
Well, if you've got a rule,
And there is. I looked it up because that's what I was looking up during the test. And there was something else, I guess in another test that I was debating about doing it, so I looked it up in the rule. But it's not that important. I'll figure it out later.
okay.
I'll talk to Ms. Woodard about it or.
Any other questions on this first page? It's a messy test. Messy. This is terrible grammar here. Do you remember where this trip started from? Just hanging there. The correct way would be, do you remember from where this trip started?
Yeah. See?
People don't speak that way anymore. Even these really, really smart attorneys. See, this said, do you happen to remember which direction it was coming from? But they did it correctly here. Do you happen to remember from which direction it was coming? Sounds much better. Next page. Take that as a yes.
Nope.
Seriously?
No, yeah.
Oh.
No, you're good. No, we don't need it.
Okay.
Okay. I thought you were putting it again.
Oh, no. Next page. Were you ready for the next page?
I'm already done.
Oh.
That's it for me.
Okay.
Pass.
Lots of people did some good work this week.
I know, baby. I can't wait to get back up to where I was.
You'll get there. Is that it on the Q&A? Regina, you done with this Q&A? Oh. And we're done.
I did read that. I'll read at the same time. 1, 2, 3, go. In union. Yeah, I'm nervous.
We just do one more